Okay, this is Dale's Back to Eden garden. Now Dale, you had a fabric under this, right?
Yeah, it's a black water permeable fabric. There are actually 3 sheets of it, about 3 feet wide each, and 100 feet long. And then I didn't have wood chips, so I sprinkled straw on top of it. That's about 5 bales of straw. And we have the plants planted at close proximity.
It's about 3 feet apart.
Looks like about 3 foot on center. And I did this last year. It turned out great. Hardly a weed in the whole thing, no hoeing. Once a week I'd go through and pluck 2 or 3 pieces of grass, and that was it. And they produced wonderfully.
Did you have to water it?
Nope, the rainwater was more than sufficient that we got. Didn't have to water it at all.
So what's all this debris you have up here?
Oh, there are some cages to keep rabbits off the cabbage. They really love cabbage. At least when they're young. If a rabbit comes and eats a piece of a leaf after the cabbage gets bigger, it doesn't hurt it that much. But when they're young, they can clip it right off. And they're starting to get June drop. It's already starting to.
This is a gold rush.
It is gold rush.
The inedible apple. You have to like store it, put it in storage.
Apple. Like here's 5 in a cluster. They all took, so I'm gonna have to thin that. No doubt about it.
What are you gonna thin it to? 1 per cluster?
I'm thinking 1 or 2 max.
How's the spy?
It's got apples. Certain spots don't have a lot, and certain spots have a lot. So it'll be
good.
It'll be fully loaded. As in the bug ate half a leaf and died.
Yep, I sprayed these.
Which is perfect. Huh?
Northfield Beauty.
Yep.
So we get to try Northfield Beauty this year.
We get to taste Northfield Beauty. This one didn't have any apples last year.
I've noticed that our fruit tree spray at 2.5 tablespoons per gallon is on small trees sometimes is hard on them. You see they kind of turn a little yellow leaved. I don't know what that is caused. This is Dale's new Dayton tree, and that apple's a lot bigger than a lot of them that are out in the orchard right now.
2010 planted, so it's 4 years old.
So got a lot of them that are cherry sized, sweet cherry, or sour cherry.
It wouldn't hurt to take them all off this year and just let it grow.
Is this your Honeycrisp?
Yeah, Honeycrisp looking good this year. They grew just a little bit of fruit last year.
So, we're doing better this year. Okay, this is Dale's Moonglow. This is a Moonglow?
No, this is the...
it's not a Bartlett.
Bartlett.
That's Bartlett, okay.
Moonglow.
Okay, now here, Dale's Bartlett tree doesn't look like it has any pears on it. But the apple sign that we put on last year has fruit. So, here's a philosophical question for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? If a tree only has apples on it, if a pear tree only has apples on it, what kind of tree is it? So it looks like we'll have to see. It'd be great if it
grew an apple.
If it was pollinized, yep. Here we are at the Franken tree. Dale's looking at the Daytons on the Franken tree. Oh yeah, they're the size of cherries already.
We're getting close to June drop.
It is June, was it the 7th or 8th today? Something like that.
7th, I believe.
And on the McCowan, this is the McCowan, we got some, oh, I don't know. Yeah, these are good. These are pollinated. And on the Cortland over here, do we have any Cortland? No. I don't
Fortune
see
Wealthy.
any Cortland.
Yeah, this is Cortland.
Oh, right here. There's a couple.
Yep, there's Cortland.
So, Cortland.
Wealthy and Fortune. Anything there?
Fortune right there by your hand.
Yep. What about that one?
Has a bug bite on it already.
Fortune? See an apple?
I don't see an apple.
See an apple.
Fortune or biennial.
So I'm going to only have a 4 variety tree this year.
Yeah, there you go. Things are rough all over.